Ever wondered why some people seem to bounce back from adversity while others seem to be stuck in a cycle of struggle? As humans, we all grapple with challenging times. Unexpected circumstances can leave us feeling disoriented, defeated, and lost. But these dark times, as we often label them, are not always as challenging as they appear to be. They are, more often than not, a matter of perception. Think about it. We all have our individual thresholds of endurance, our unique coping mechanisms, and our own definitions of what constitutes a crisis. But what sets apart those who navigate through these storms with grace is their ability to perceive adversity not as an impossible obstacle, but as a stepping stone to growth. Here's where the concept of resilience comes into play. Resilience is our capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, to bounce back from the punches that life throws at us. It's like a muscle that strengthens with use. And just like any other muscle, it needs to be exercised regularly. When we face adversity, we are essentially given an opportunity to flex this muscle, to build our resilience. So the next time you find yourself in a dark phase, remember, it's an opportunity in disguise. It's a chance for you to grow, to become stronger, to build your resilience. But how do we do that? How do we shift our perception and build resilience? Firstly, we need to understand that our perception of any situation is shaped by our thoughts and beliefs. If we believe that a situation is dark or hopeless, then that becomes our reality. But if we choose to see it as a challenge, an opportunity to learn and grow, then we start to see light at the end of the tunnel. Secondly, we need to remember that resilience is not about avoiding adversity, but embracing it. It's about acknowledging our emotions, allowing ourselves to feel, and then consciously choosing to rise above it. It's about finding that inner strength, that spark within us that refuses to be extinguished, no matter how fierce the storm. Remember, it's not the situation that defines us, but how we respond to it. So let's choose to respond with resilience. Let's choose to perceive our dark times as opportunities for growth. Because, like they say, it's always the darkest before the dawn. Have you ever tried looking at your problems from a distance like an outsider? This is the essence of detachment, and it holds the power to transform your perception during difficult times. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring or throw your hands up in surrender. Rather, it's about viewing your troubles as if they're happening to someone else. This shift in perspective allows you to step outside the whirlwind of emotions that often cloud judgment and hamper decision-making. You see, when we're too close to a problem, it's easy to miss the forest for the trees. We become so focused on the immediate issue at hand that we fail to see the bigger picture. But when we detach, we can step back, look at the situation objectively, and identify opportunities for growth and development that were hidden when we were too wrapped up in the thick of things. Think of it this way. If you've ever been lost in a maze, you know how impossible it seems to find a way out when you're standing in the middle. But if you could somehow rise above the maze and look down at it from above, you'd see the path clearly. That's what detachment does. It helps you rise above the maze of your problems, giving you a bird's eye view of your situation. Detachment also helps us avoid the trap of defining ourselves by our problems. When we're too attached to our issues, we risk letting them define who we are. But remember, you are not your problems. You are so much more. By detaching, you can see yourself as separate from your issues, which can empower you to take control and make changes. Detachment can also help us build resilience. When we view our problems from a distance, we realize that they aren't as big or insurmountable as they seemed up close. This can help us build the courage and resilience to face future challenges head-on. So, the next time you're in a tough spot, take a step back and see the bigger picture. Detachment is a powerful tool that can help you navigate through dark times, allowing you to see opportunities where you once saw only obstacles. Embrace it, and you'll find yourself better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. Did you know that the only constant in life is change? A profound statement that holds deep wisdom within its simplicity. Everything we experience, the joys, the sorrows, the victories, and the defeats, they are all temporary. The universe is in a constant state of flux, and so is our life. Just think about it. You weren't the same person 5 years ago, were you? Your thoughts, your emotions, your circumstances, they've all changed. And they will continue to do so. The same applies to our problems and our dark times. They are not permanent fixtures in our lives, but transient moments that come and go. It's easy to lose sight of this truth when we're in the midst of a storm. We tend to believe that the rain will never stop, that the clouds will never part, but they will. They always do. The sun always rises after the darkest night, and so will you. It's important to remember this when life feels unbearable. Your current situation is not your final destination. Now, this doesn't mean that we should dismiss our problems or our feelings. They're real and they matter. But by understanding that they're not permanent, we can gain a sense of perspective. We can realize that we're bigger than our problems, that we have the strength to weather any storm. This understanding can be a powerful source of motivation. It can give us the courage to face our problems head on, knowing that they won't last forever. It can inspire us to keep going, to keep pushing, even when the road ahead seems daunting. And when we do overcome our problems, when we do come out of the dark, we'll be stronger, wiser, and more resilient. We'll be better equipped to face whatever life throws at us next. After all, life is like the seasons. There are times of growth and abundance, and there are times of decay and dormancy. But even in the harshest winter, we know that spring is just around the corner. So when life gets tough, remember, this too shall pass. Ever heard of the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger"? Well, it's not just a catchy line from a popular song. It's a fundamental truth about human resilience. Resilience isn't just about weathering the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain, finding the silver lining in every cloud, and coming out stronger on the other side of adversity. Now, you might find yourself questioning this concept. How can adversity, something that brings so much pain and struggle, lead to strength? The answer lies in our innate ability to adapt, learn, and grow. Just as a muscle strengthens under the strain of weights, our emotional and mental muscles grow stronger under the weight of life's challenges. Numerous studies have shown that adversity can actually foster resilience, preparing us for future challenges. These studies suggest that those who have faced and overcome difficulties in life often develop a kind of mental toughness, a resilience that helps them navigate future hurdles with greater ease and less stress. In a way, adversity is like a crucible, a testing ground that shapes and molds us into stronger, more resilient individuals. It challenges our preconceived notions of what we can handle, pushing us beyond our comfort zones, forcing us to adapt and rise to the occasion. But remember, this doesn't mean that we should seek out adversity or revel in our struggles. It simply means that when we face adversity, we have a choice to make. We can let it break us, or we can use it as a stepping stone to build our strength and resilience. We can choose to see our struggles as a dead end, or we can view them as a detour, a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. We can let adversity make us bitter, or we can let it make us better. So when you're going through dark times, remember, you're not falling apart, you're just building strength. Embrace the process, trust in your ability to rise above, and find comfort in knowing that what doesn't kill you really does make you stronger. Now, how can we practically navigate through dark times and find motivation? This, my friends, is a question we've all asked ourselves at some point. Let's explore some practical strategies to keep you motivated, even in the most challenging moments. Firstly, let's talk about maintaining a positive mindset. Yes, it's easier said than done, but negativity can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we continuously dwell on our problems, they tend to magnify, and our world becomes a reflection of those negative thoughts. Instead, try to shift your focus. Look for the silver lining, no matter how thin it seems. Remember, it's not about denying the problem, but about not allowing it to consume your entire perspective. Next, don't hesitate to seek support. It could be from a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional therapist. Sometimes just verbalizing our feelings can provide a sense of relief. It allows us to process our emotions, and often it gives us a fresh perspective on our situation. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Another practical strategy is setting small, achievable goals. When we're going through a rough patch, even the smallest tasks can seem daunting. But setting small goals can provide a sense of control and direction. It could be as simple as going for a walk, reading a book, or even cleaning your room. The key is to break down larger tasks into smaller, manageable ones. Lastly, celebrate small victories. Did you manage to get out of bed today? Well done. Did you finish a task that you've been putting off? Great job. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a step forward. So don't forget to acknowledge and celebrate these moments. So remember, dark times are just opportunities for us to shine brighter. Keep going, and you'll find your motivation.
Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications,